This is a video to go through everything to check on a service of the machine. So if you're a service technician and you're going to have a look at a drift machine and you want to check that everything is working as it should be, this is everything to check for. So the first thing to do is check the upper handle. So we're going to check that this is spinning freely and check that there's no breakage here. Check that that is solid. This is very easy to change if it has become broken, if somebody's dropped the machine. Next thing to check is a quick function check of the machine. So we're going to switch it on and put it in smooth flow mode. And we're going to check the machine is releasing liquid. So we can check it's releasing liquid evenly out of all the outlets. If it wasn't releasing, these are flexible, so you can try and free them up this way. Alternatively, you can unscrew the plate here, and then you can access and clean the outlets. So they are designed to be clean. It's very, very rare that you'd have to replace those, but you could replace the channel if need be, if someone's been using some very aggressive chemical, but you should be able to clean those. Going back to the function then, we'll check the scrubbing function. We turn off the water and the suction, so we're just checking that the mechanism sounds okay. Check that there's not too much vibration coming from there. If there was excessive vibration, or if this was not rotating, then you can replace the oscillating body. We've got a separate video on how to do that, but it's very easy to do. You basically replace these 4 screws. These 4 screws, this cap comes off, take out the central cap on the motor, and you can replace the whole oscillating body. It's very important to make sure that you apply the proper sealant on here to prevent liquid getting into the bearing. Other things to check if it's making excessive vibration is the pad holder. So, you know, these are a consumable item. You may need to change the pad holder if it's excessively worn. Make sure that the cleaning pad as well is in good condition and replace the cleaning pad if needed. Another thing to check is the wheels. Make sure that these have not got any damage. If somebody's hit it into the wall excessively hard, you can replace the head cover. The next function check is on the suction. We'll use the machine, just check that it's not throwing any liquid out at the sides. Check that it's drying the floor evenly. You can see this machine is drying perfectly. If there was some suction problems, it may be like throwing liquid out at the side. Going down to the hose on the machine, check that there's no damage on the hose. Check it's not been caught on something which could have torn it. Another quick check you can do for the suction is squeezing the hose to check everything is sealed. So we'll do that now. You can hear the tone change on the vacuum motor. That tone change in the vacuum motor indicates that all the seals are working correctly in there. We actually have a separate video to go through everything to check related to suction problems. On the back of the machine, check that this bracket here doesn't have any cracks. If somebody's dropped the machine, there's a chance that this could have been broken. We do have a upgraded version of this part as well, which is reinforced to prevent that happening, even if somebody drops it. Also check this housing, that there's no cracks inside there. Again, if somebody's dropped the machine quite badly, there could be some damage along the side walls here. But the new bracket changes we've made eliminates this casing having any issues. So we're going to check that this is clean, that this hasn't been blocked up. If somebody uses the machine without a filter, there's a chance that could get blocked up. We're also going to check that this motor inlet is clean. We're going to check that the seal is clean and intact. Check it's not deformed, like it's not been pushed into the tank, or make sure it's pushed in all the way as well. We have another video related to suction, which is worth watching if you do have any issues related to the seal. Also, on the ball joint, it's very important to check the socket if it needs changing, because these pins need changing when they wear to about 50%. If you don't change this in time, then there's a chance the ball can be pulled out of the socket. So this is a consumable part, it does need to be changed. We have a separate video related to the ball joint and how to change the socket. If you were to do any work down here, or if the ball was excessively worn, there is a new upgraded ball joint which has got a hard anodized finish, and we actually don't put grease on there. It's a dry joint to prolong the life of the ball joint. Other things to check for is on the squeegee. A squeegee should have a very sharp edge on it for it to pick up properly. If this squeegee edge wears and becomes rounded, then you lose the pressure on the floor and it will stop drying as well. Over time, the wheels can wear. Now, if you're in an environment where you have smooth floors, these wheels will last a very, very long time, you know, in excess of 2 years, 3 years even, in very smooth floor environments. Of course, it depends how much you use it and how much they're going to wear. But the diameter of these wheels, front and back, is very important. And this applies to every scrubber dryer on the market. For a squeegee to work properly, the squeegee should be at 45 degrees when it's going along. So if you imagine if this wheel had worn 2 millimeters, let's say, then this squeegee is going to be at more of an angle like this, and that may start to affect the drying performance. So you would need to change these wheels. Now, you can check the diameter of these wheels if you use a vernier caliper like so, and the back wheels should be 40 millimeters and the front wheels should be 22 millimeters. Obviously, there's very, very slight differences due to manufacturing tolerances, but if they wear in excess of 1 millimeter, then we would suggest potentially changing them. If you notice that the squeegee is not drying and the angle is very flat like this, that's an indication that you need new wheels. They are a consumable item. Another important maintenance fact is that you need to keep the wheels free from hair. So these wheels need to spin freely. They've got stainless steel bearings, so they shouldn't be affected by water, but it is possible that you get hair build up in these areas. So just using a sharp knife, like a Stanley blade, just cut away the hair. Make sure that the wheels are always spinning freely. That will extend the life. And then to replace the wheels is very simple. You just remove these upper screws and the wheel will slide out. So I've removed this screw here. Simply just pull the wheel out, and you buy the wheel as a kit like this. It comes with the plate, and then you would simply slide in the new one and apply the screw on top, and you're ready to go. Another thing to look out for when you're using the machine, check that there's no leaking coming from here. We did modify this valve, so it should have 3 sealing lips on the valve. If it has 2, then you can upgrade to this new valve, which completely eliminates any leakage issues. Also inside here, you've got the clean water filter. Check that's nice and clean. You can remove it and clean it if needed. Also on the head, check that the headstand is latching into place properly, because there's a chance that the magnet has pulled out from behind here, or also check that the pin is not working loose. We have an upgraded part here which prevents the pin coming out. There's a E-clip in here to stop that happening, and the magnet has been secured in more securely. That's everything to check for in regards to a quick service checklist. We have more in-depth videos going into every area of the machine to help you diagnose even further, but as a general quick checklist, that's everything to look for.
We recommend replacing all updated parts when carrying out a service. These can be found on our website on the Technical Updates page. In the Technical Support section, you will find our Technical Drawings page, which contains exploded diagrams showing each part and its position within the machine. You can also find all of our technical videos on the troubleshooting page.
For further assistance, please email us or call us using the contact information on our contact page.